Most people scroll past these movies without a second look, but these 12 post-apocalyptic films on Netflix are some of the most intense, creative, and underrated survival stories you've probably never seen. So big franchises, no superhero saves, just raw, brutal, end-of-the-world cinema that most viewers completely missed. Let's get into it. Number 1, The Worthy 2016. The Worthy is an Egyptian post-apocalyptic thriller that almost nobody talks about. Water has become the rarest thing on Earth, and a small group of survivors is fighting to protect what little they have. When a stranger shows up at their gate, things get complicated fast. The film builds paranoia slowly, and it works really well. You never quite know who to trust. It has that tight claustrophobic tension that good survival stories need. For a film most people have never heard of, it punches well above its weight. If you like your apocalypse stories grounded and tense, this one is worth your time. Number 2, Io 2019. Io is a quiet, slow-burning sci-fi film that a lot of people skipped over. Earth's atmosphere has become toxic, and almost everyone has already evacuated to a space station near Jupiter's moon. Io, one young scientist, stays behind, convinced she can still save the planet.
Scientists predicted what would happen, but it was too late.
After this broadcast, I'm still on Earth.
Is survival. It is in our soul to seek life.
Same everywhere?
Yeah, it's the same everywhere.
What was it like before?
Starved to death because of hope. I won't make the same mistake twice. Not possible.
It's possible, but it's farther than I've ever gone. Trust me.
Then a stranger arrives in a hot air balloon, and everything she believed starts to get questioned. The film is more philosophical than action-packed, but that is exactly what makes it stand out. It asks whether hope is brave or just foolish. It is atmospheric, lonely, and oddly beautiful. If you want something that makes you think, this one delivers. Number 3, Blame 2017. Blame is a dark anime film from Netflix that most live-action fans completely missed. It is set inside a massive, endlessly growing megastructure where humans are hunted by machines. A lone wanderer named Killy is searching for someone with the genetic key to stop the structure from expanding. The world building here is genuinely unlike anything else. There are no long explanations, you are just thrown into this cold mechanical nightmare and expected to keep up. The animation style is dark, gritty, and heavy with atmosphere. It is not for everyone, but for the right viewer, it is absolutely stunning. If you've never touched anime, this might just change your mind. Number 4, Spectral 2016's. Spectral is a military sci-fi film set in a war-torn city where soldiers are being killed by something they can't see or explain. A scientist is brought in to figure out what these ghost-like entities actually are.
3 days ago, we conducted a raid. There's field tech wrote it off as interference.
I don't think you're gonna fly me all the way out here for interference.
In the last few weeks,
It's gonna be up to you to figure out how to stop this.
Wait now! There!
Come on!
We're in! Go!
Is there anything that explains what you saw?
No.
What starts as a mystery quickly turns into a survival nightmare. The concept is creative, and the action sequences are surprisingly strong. The film has a blockbuster feel despite being a Netflix original that few people watched. It is tense, fast, and keeps you guessing. The explanation behind the creatures is one of the more original ideas in recent sci-fi. Don't let the low profile fool you. This one is genuinely good.
Will, something's wrong.
Sam.
Number 5, How It Ends 2018. How It Ends drops you straight into a world that is already collapsing, and it never really tells you why a man is driving across a chaotic, breaking down America to find his pregnant girlfriend. That is the whole mission. No answers, no explanation of what caused the disaster.
Hey, what time is it?
6 in the morning in Seattle.
So I didn't. I'm getting late. Okay, I gotta go.
Okay, call me when you get to the airport.
What was that? I didn't know where else to go.
Have you talked to Sam?
We got disconnected. What's the last thing she said? She sounded scared.
No, 2,000 miles away. So I only have one question for you. Are you coming with me?
Should have told me that you had a gun.
I'm assuming that you've never fired a firearm.
I've seen back in the car!
I need you to promise you'll always keep us safe.
I got this.
1, 2, 3!
Just a desperate road trip through a country falling apart. The ambiguity frustrated a lot of people, but that is also what makes it different. It feels real in a way that most apocalypse films don't. The tension builds slowly and never really lets go. If you are okay with a story that trusts you to fill in the blanks, this one hits hard. Number 6, Night Raiders 2021. Night Raiders is a dystopian Canadian film that is criminally underrated. Set in a future North America where children are taken by the government and raised as soldiers. A mother risks everything to save her daughter.
Who lives here? The city went dark after the war. No one can...
One left.
In the fall.
And they will always come for us.
Is it too late?
No. But we have to go.
And give our allegiance to our glorious republic. And solemnly swear. One flag.
The film is rooted in Indigenous storytelling and brings a perspective you almost never see in this genre. It is quiet, emotional, and deeply political without being preachy. The world feels lived in and real, not glossy or overproduced. This is the kind of film that sticks with you after the credits roll. Most viewers have never heard of it, which is a genuine shame. It is one of the most meaningful post-apocalyptic films on this list. Number 7, The Silence 2019. The Silence is a creature apocalypse film built around one terrifying rule. The monsters are blind, but they hunt entirely by sound.
Something's happening.
Cities across the eastern seaboard are coming under attack. The country are being wiped off the map.
It's like we're back in the Dark Ages.
No noise.
A family tries to survive by going completely silent while the world outside falls into chaos. Yes, it shares that concept with A Quiet Place, but this film takes it in a different and darker direction. The creatures are genuinely unsettling, and the film doesn't hold back. What makes it worse is that humans start becoming just as dangerous as the monsters. There is a cult subplot that adds a whole new layer of dread. It is flawed but intense, and it absolutely deserves more attention than it got. Number 8, What Happened to Monday 2017. What Happened to Monday is one of the most creative sci-fi thrillers on this entire list.
For 3 decades, the child allocation and possibility.
How do you plan on hiding this?
Her name. Sunday, we'll get to go outside on Sunday. Monday on Monday.
7 siblings surviving to adulthood. It would destroy my credibility.
Miss you gotta go out there. Where am I going? Run. The trash will soften the impact. Sorry.
What are you waiting for? Go get her!
In a severely overpopulated future, a strict one-child policy is enforced worldwide. 7 identical sisters, each named after a day of the week, secretly share a single identity. They each get one day to go outside and live as the same person. When Monday disappears, the other 6 have to figure out what happened without blowing their cover. Noomi Rapace plays all 7 sisters and is absolutely incredible in the role. The film is fast, twisty, and keeps you on edge the whole time. If you want a post-apocalyptic thriller that also messes with your head, this is the one. Number 9, Extinction, 2018. Extinction looks like a straightforward alien invasion movie at first. A man keeps having nightmares about a massive attack, and then one night the attack actually happens. He has to protect his family while the world collapses around him, but about halfway through, the film flips everything you thought you understood completely on its head.
Every day, we go about our routines. Work.
Another nightmare?
Why you won't get some help?
Because they're gonna say it's in my head.
It is just in your head.
You see that? You kidding? Of course I can.
What is that?
This is what you saw.
It's an invasion.
Has been headed our way for a very long time.
I know what's gonna happen.
Did you see them kill us?
The twist is genuinely surprising and changes the meaning of every scene before it. It is the kind of reveal that makes you want to rewatch the beginning with new eyes. The action is solid and the pacing is tight. Most people who stuck with it walked away impressed. Don't look it up before you watch it. Number 10, Black Crab, 2022. Black Crab is a Swedish post-apocalyptic war film that is brutal from start to finish.
Vi håller på att förlora kriget. Är hela skärgården istäckt. Välkommen till operation. Vi hittar henne i en flyktingförläggning vid gränsen. Det är inte alla som kommer att klara. Hon kan vinna kriget åt oss.
Va? Vanja? Säg inte att det kommer bli lätt. Vi måste klara det.
A soldier agrees to go on a near impossible mission, crossing a frozen sea on ice skates to deliver a mysterious package that could end the war. The landscape is stunning and terrifying at the same time. The film has a raw, grounded energy that big-budget war movies often lose. Noomi Rapace leads with a performance that is quiet but absolutely devastating. Every scene on the ice feels genuinely dangerous. The film doesn't glorify war, it just shows how desperate people get when the world is already gone. Dark, cold, and deeply affecting. Number 11, Cargo, 2017. Cargo is an Australian zombie film, but calling it a zombie film almost undersells it. A father is infected and has only 48 hours to find safety for his infant daughter before he turns. The Australian outback becomes both the threat and the backdrop.
The first people who are still people.
If you want to give this baby a second chance, you just stay away.
Rosie?
You're sick. He can give you good medicine.
If I don't make it to the hills...
Any girl you need to be worried about is your own.
Let's get back to normal. That's not gonna happen, is it?
It is less about survival horror and more about a parent's love in the worst possible circumstances. Martin Freeman is heartbreaking in the lead role. The film is emotional in a way that genre movies rarely pull off. It also weaves in Aboriginal Australian culture in a respectful and meaningful way. By the end, you'll feel it. This one hits differently. Number 12, Cadaver, 2020. Cadaver is a Norwegian post-apocalyptic horror film that starts as something strange and gets darker by the minute. After a nuclear disaster, a family is invited to a luxury hotel for a free meal and a theatrical performance.
Hva skiller oss fra dyrene?
Jeg tror vi alle kan ha godt av et lite avbrekk fra denne
Vi mennesker trenger å føle. Hotellet er Det er skillet mellom dere og skuespillet.
Hva er det skuespiller som?
Alice? But as the night goes on, the line between the performance and reality starts to disappear. Guests begin vanishing one by one. What is the hotel actually doing with them? The film builds dread beautifully without relying on cheap jump scares. The visuals are cold and elegant, which makes the horror even more uncomfortable. It is original, unsettling, and quietly terrifying, the perfect film to close out this list. And that is 12 post-apocalyptic movies on Netflix that most people scrolled right past. Every single one brings something different, whether it is a shocking twist, a brutal world, or an emotional gut punch. If even one of these surprised you, drop it in the comments. And if you want more hidden gem movie lists like this one, you know what to do.